Welcome back to another Stranger Things related video as we have the first 4 episodes of the final season of Stranger Things airing this week. I decided it was a good time to do my final season death predictions video. I have no idea what the Duffer Brothers have in store for us. I hope they push the envelope a little bit more and don't just kill off new characters in the show. So just going to go over all the characters in Stranger Things and my percent chance that I think that they will die during this final season of Stranger Things. And as in case you didn't know, the first 4 episodes air on Wednesday, then the next 3 episodes air on Christmas, and then the final episode will air on New Year's Eve. I believe they air at 3 a.m. Central Time. That's my time, Central Time. So check your Netflix, but I believe that's the time. So again, I don't know any spoilers. I have watched other videos, but nobody's really influenced my thoughts on this. I share a lot of same thoughts as other YouTube content creators, I'm not going to lie. So just going over all the characters, and there's some characters I may have forgotten. They must be like minor characters or something like that if I forgot them. So we'll start things off. Well, I should mention, though, I do plan on doing reviews of every episode of the final season of Stranger Things. I hope to do them right away. Obviously, you'll get one a day. It won't be like a bunch in one day. And then I'll only be one a day. I might skip a day to kind of get caught up. It just depends. There's some things going on right now, so I'm not 100% sure. And I've reviewed every single episode of Stranger Things on this channel, so at the end of this video, with about 20 seconds left to go in the end screen, I'll put my playlist and my Stranger Things reviews, as well as my Stranger Things Season 5 trailer reaction that I did, and then I'll put a couple other video suggestions. So just make sure that you check those out, and subscribe to the channel, and come back to this channel for more reviews in the Upside Down world. So, here's the death predictions. Again, I have every character that I can remember, and I'm sure there's a couple minor characters that I don't remember, in my percent chance that I think they'll die. Starting off with Argyle. I did not like the character Argyle. There's rumors that he is not in Stranger Things Season 5, the final season. But if he is in the final season, I want them to kill Argyle off. I thought he was the stupidest character. I know that some of you like him, and that's fine. This video is my personal opinion. But if we do see Argyle, I think he gets killed off. Or maybe they say he got killed off screen. Other shows have done that before. Dexter, Hannah McKay. So I'm giving Argyle, if he shows up, or if they mention him, 100% chance to die. Scott Clark. He was the boys' teacher in the first few seasons of Stranger Things. We haven't seen him since Season 3 of Stranger Things. And I do think we will see Scott Clark. I don't know how long we'll see him. I think there's a 0% chance that Scott Clark dies. I think he's going to be Erica St. Clair's teacher. Just a hunch, and I think a lot of other people think that too. And I was already thinking that going into the season like a long time ago. So I do think that Scott Clark will be shown, and he will be okay. Next up, we have Dr. Sam Owens, played by Paul Reiser. That's a tough one, because he might not even be in the final season of Stranger Things. I don't know. I think his character is probably a 50% chance, but more leaning towards he's a definite yes if we see him, because he doesn't really have any connections to anybody. If he dies, people will be sad, but they'll move on with their lives. Next up, Robin Buckley. Robin's a character that I could see them killing off just because of who she's with, at least from what we see in the trailer of the final season of Stranger Things, which I did watch the new trailer that dropped as well, in addition to the old one that dropped a couple weeks ago. I think Robin Buckley's a 60% chance to die. I don't necessarily think she will necessarily, but, you know, I have to give some characters more of a chance because I don't think they're going to kill off major characters. And Robin, while an important character, she's not going to make the fan base go nuts. Or maybe she will. I don't know. But I'll give Robin a 60% chance. Vicky, her potential girlfriend, I don't know if they are officially an item or not, or maybe they broke up already, if they even got together. Vicky, she's listed in every episode on IMDb, which that doesn't mean anything, but she's at least in all the episodes. I'll give Vicky a 40% chance to die. I don't really know a lot about Vicky's character, but I had to include him in here because she's potentially with Robin, which we don't know for sure if that's the case or not. Here's an interesting one. Callie. Don't remember Callie. That was the other chick that was in Season 2 of Stranger Things that had powers. And I don't think we'll see Callie, to be honest with you. But if we do see Callie, it will be to help Elle defeat Vecna, or help Elle and Will defeat Vecna. I think if we do see Callie will die 100%, but don't hold your breath. We probably won't see Callie. I just think we should get that terrible episode of Stranger Things paid off at some point. Next up is Susie. We did see Susie in season 4 of Stranger Things. Her and Dustin already have broken up. And then, of course, in season 3 of Stranger Things, she wanted Dustin to sing the song to her. Turn around. Yeah. I don't think we'll see Susie in this season. But I haven't heard any reports saying that she's a definite no for the season. Like Joseph Quinn's character, which he was a definite no for the season. But I'm not going to hold that. If they're saying somebody's dead for, like, not going to be in the season, I don't necessarily believe that. But I'll put Susie at a 0% chance because I don't see a point of killing Susie off. We have Ted Wheeler. That's Mike's dad. I mean, nobody seems to he doesn't really do a lot in the show, but nobody seems to really like him. So I'll put him at a 50% chance to die. I don't think it's really going to happen, though. I don't think they're going to kill off people that are connected to the 4 kids, except for one person. So Ted Wheeler, 50% chance. Karen Wheeler, I know there's some rumors about Karen. I mean, along with Ted, I think she's a 50% chance to die. And then same thing for Holly. There's apparently an episode that's different disappearance of, which is probably going to be Holly Wheeler. They recasted the person that plays her. Again, I just don't know if they would kill off a kid that's tied to one of our main characters. It's possible, but I'll put Holly at 50% chance. Next up is Erica, Lucas's sister. I think Erica's going to be safe. I don't see a scenario where they would kill Erica off. She's kind of the comic relief in some scenes she's in, so I'll put Erica at 0% chance. Just because I say 0 doesn't mean it's not going to happen. Maybe the Duffer Brothers are going to go full Game of Thrones on this and kill off like 12 or 13 characters in the final couple episodes. We don't know, but they haven't done that already. They only kill off new characters so far, like Eddie Munson and Bob. So, Officer Phil Callahan, I don't even know if we'll see him or not. I don't know. I mean, he's kind of pointless, but and for Hopper to maybe move back into law enforcement if he wants to, I would put him at a 40% chance, but I don't know if we're going to see him. Same thing for Chief Calvin Powell. I think there was a rumor that he's not going to be in the final season that I heard, but maybe that was for Callahan. I can't remember who I read that on. But if we do see Chief Powell, I will give him also a 40% chance to die. Next up is Yuri. Not sure if he's going to be in this final season, but he did survive the 4th season of I was going to say Game of Thrones. Of Stranger Things. I could easily see him dying just because it'll be a character death, but nothing that's really going to impact anything. Hopper would probably be upset, and Dimitri would probably be upset, maybe. But in the end, he was kind of a con man to a degree, and I could easily see him die if we see him in the final season of Stranger Things. Next up, Dimitri. That was the other guy. He was also in Game of Thrones as the Faceless Man, Jacques Nagar. I think he does die if we do see him. So I'm also going to point, I don't know if I said the percent chance of Yuri, but they're both going to be 100% chance if we see them, which they might not even have those characters in this final season of Game of Thrones again, Stranger Things. Next up is Vecna. I mean, how does Vecna not die in this season? I mean, it's pretty clear that Vecna is going to get taken out by somebody. The question is who or what. There might be more who's involved with that, but Vecna is definitely 100% chance. But I mean, they could throw me off and not kill him. Jack Sullivan, that was kind of like the guy going after 11 in season 4 of Stranger Things. And, actually, I didn't even put a percent chance next to his name. I would say 70% chance because he's kind of a bad guy, unfortunately. So, I don't know if we'll see him or not. I don't know if he's been confirmed or not for the final season of Stranger Things, but I'll put him at 70% chance. Next up, we have Dr. K. That is the new character that's played by Linda Hamilton. I don't know a lot about this character at all. I just see her in the trailer, a few parts here and there. I guess I'll 50-50 her. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. it's a new character, so we'll get attached to this character, and then the character will be killed off, just like Bob, just like Eddie Munson. Derek Turnbow, that is a new kid that apparently is in this season, and he also has an episode that's kind of named after him. But he's a kid. I'll give him a 30% chance to die. I mean, they can't kill off everybody, and maybe they can have some of these characters go into a spin-off show, like Erica, like Derek Turnbow, and other random characters that are younger and maybe cheaper for them to afford, if that's actually going to happen. So, here's one that everybody seems to agree on. Murray Bauman. Yeah, I think Murray is toast. I was saying that before going in after I watched the fourth season. Like, it's a character that we'll be upset about, but nobody else will be that upset about it. So I'm going to put Murray at 100%. We don't see a lot of him in the trailer. We saw him like once in the first trailer, and then the one today, he's driving with Robin in the vehicle. So I think Murray is toast, which I kind of like Murray, so that's going to suck, but got to kill off somebody, and I think he is certainly a character that could be killed off. I'm putting him at 100%, but I could see some misdirection in him actually surviving as well. So Murray Bauman, 100%. Jonathan Byers. This is a character that I actually want to die because I'm not a Jonathan fan. Sorry for all you that like Jonathan. I haven't liked Jonathan since the start of season 2. There's this love triangle. You have Nancy, and she likes Jonathan. She's with Jonathan, but she also dated Steve Harrington, and she has to end up with somebody, and it seems like her and Steve are starting to have a connection again, but yet she's still a Jonathan. So for her to get back with Steve, maybe Jonathan does die. He is connected to Will, that's his brother, and his mom Joyce. I'll put Jonathan at 50%. I do think that Steve Harrington or Jonathan Byers, one of them will die. I hope it's Jonathan, but I'm not 100% sure with that. Who is this character? Oh, okay. Nancy Wheeler. I don't see a scenario where Nancy dies. I do think one of either Jonathan or Steve Harrington will die. So I'll put Nancy at 0% chance. Although, if they were going to kill Nancy, I agree with a lot of other people. Well, not a lot of. I've seen one video where somebody said they would have killed Nancy last season, and I kind of agree with that, but I have no idea what the Duffer Brothers have up their sleeves. They, again, might pull a full Game of Thrones on us and kill, 13 or 14 characters in the last couple episodes. There's a lot remaining, so we don't know. Next up, Steve Harrington. I've already kind of gave my thoughts about Steve Harrington. He's, I think, my favorite character on the show. One of Tim, either him or Dustin. I could easily see him die. He's been protecting Dustin. He's kind of like the babysitter. And there's always scenarios where he gets close to his demise, but survives. I'll put him at 50% because I do think that him or Jonathan will die, but not both of them. But wouldn't it be a twist if instead of Nancy dating Jonathan, Steve and Jonathan get together? Why not? No, I don't think that's going to happen, but I'll put Steve at 50% chance, and I'll be saddened if he does die. Joyce Byers. I don't think Joyce dies. I mean, no. I don't think so. I don't know. No, I'm going to say no for Joyce. I'll put her at 0%. Jim Hopper. I mean, if they had the chance to kill Hopper off already and they didn't, so I'm going to put Hopper at 0%. I like Hopper. He's one of my favorite characters in the show, and I don't think they're going to kill him off. Max Mayfield. Now, obviously, Max got into a lot of trouble in Season 4 of Stranger Things. Vecna got to Max a couple different times, and now Max right now is in a coma. Is Vecna going to take over Max's body or something like that? I don't know. Is Max really going to be alive at some point again? We don't know. I think that we will get Max back, and I don't think they're going to kill Max off. I could be wrong. Sadie Singh is pretty popular, though, so I think the fans would be pretty pissed. It's a character that I didn't really think would go many places in Stranger Things when she debuted in Season 2 of Stranger Things, but she's become pretty important, but I don't think Max is going to die if she actually is alive still. Will Byers. Will's a tough one. So out of the 4 main boys that started the show, Will Byers is the one that I think has the biggest chance to die. The rest of them I put at 0% chance, which I'll talk about more of that in just a second here. Will is obviously being targeted by Vecna. He's kind of Vecna's vessel to a degree as well, along with whatever's going on with Max. So I do see a scenario where Will could die, but I don't think any of the boys will die, the 4 main boys. I think the show will end with Will, Dustin, Mike, and Lucas playing Dungeons and Dragons. Maybe that was what was happening all along. Who knows? But I don't think... I mean, I have to put him at 50% chance, but I don't really think Will's going to die. Same with Lucas. I already kind of talked about it. I don't think Lucas dies. Lucas has been a really good character on the show. He's gotten really, really good. Like, he was good the first season. He was really good the second season. He was excellent. You know, just keeps getting better on the show. And I don't think Lucas is going to die. Dustin Henderson, if they kill Dusty Buns off, I will be irate. Dustin and Steve are like my favorite characters on this show. And I don't think there's a scenario where they would dare kill Dustin off. Mike Wheeler, don't think Mike's going to die either. I mean, I could see a scenario where he could die, but I don't know how crazy the Duffer Brothers want this final season to be. I think they're only going to kill a select few characters, and that's why I think the 4 boys are going to be safe. And then the last character that I thought of, and again, there could be other characters that that didn't come to mind, Elle. I think there's a chance that Elle dies. That's the one kid character that I could see really be in a scenario where Elle dies. Elle has powers, and she's not necessarily normal to a degree. Now, there's also a scenario where she loses her powers again and becomes normal, and that would work. But I think there's a small chance that Elle dies or is gone for various reasons. But I'll put Elle at 50% chance. I don't know any inside information. It's just what I think regarding the final season of Stranger Things. So, there are my predictions. I hope you enjoyed them. I hope I gave you some insight. Or maybe I just sound like everybody else. I don't think a lot of people are saying that Robin's going to die. And I didn't give her a 100% chance, but I gave her around a 60% chance. And so that's something new. I'm not trying to copy from anybody else by any means. I do think either one of Jonathan or Steve will die. I've already talked about that. And then, Elle, I think Elle is certainly a coin flip, depending on what scenario they get into. So I hope you, again, enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. If you're a fan of Stranger Things and you want to help me out with the YouTube algorithm, please make sure that you Hulk smash the like button. Otherwise, I'll have to take you to the Upside Down world, and things get crazy in the Upside Down world. Share the video with a friend. Put this video on any one of your social media platforms. Don't forget to sound off in the comment section about what your thoughts are regarding this final season of Stranger Things. Let me know any theories that you have regarding this final season of Stranger Things. Anything that you want to talk about. If you're going to criticize my predictions, that's fine. Just know that these are my predictions. I'm just simply making a predictions video. Am I a Stranger Things fanatic? Probably not. It's not my top echelon of shows, but certainly I have some knowledge when it comes to the show. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comments section. I might even update this video right before the finale comes out. Potentially, just because, we'll see. And then last but certainly not least, don't forget to hit that sub button. You're watching video anyway. Subscribe to the channel. Help me get over 100,000 subscribers. Yes, I know I set my goals pretty high. Join the team. Show your damn support. Be a part of something special. Come back to this channel for review videos of the final season of Stranger Things. And you never know what you're going to see on JDevTV.